Hello, good morning, everyone. So today's we are going to solve the critical reasoning paradox questions. So first question is um, from June through August 1987, Premier Airlines had the best on-time service of 10 United States airlines. From January through March 1988, Premier Airlines had the worst on-time service of the 10 airlines. The one-time performance ranking of the other 9 airlines relative to each other remained unchanged. So, which of the following, if true, would most contribute to an explanation of the facts above? So, we have to find out the fact in the answer, so that will contribute to strengthen our answer. So, now we have five options for these questions. Let's look on this by one. So, first one is, although Premier Airlines only revoked its policy of routinely holding flights for late passengers only in the fall of 1987, the other 9 airlines never had that policy. Um, Second one is, Premier Airlines raised its businesses by 10% when it raised its rates in the fall of 1987 to compensate for rising gasoline costs. So I don't think it is also suitable for our answers. So third questions is, a Premier Airlines bought 5 new planes in the fall of 1987 that proved to have fewer mechanical problems than the ones they replaced. It's also does not show facts. So another one is, a Premier Airlines serves New England, which has heavily winter snowfalls, whereas the other airlines do most of their business in warmer regions of the country. So I think that have some facts like uh, Premier Airlines. Premier Airlines serves England, which has heavy winter snowfalls, due to which of these problems arise, whereas the other airlines do most of their business in warmer regions of the country. So there is a differentiation between the climate. Due to which the worst on time service occurs. So we can take it as a correct answer, because as serving New England, which has heavy winter snowfalls, delay the servicing time of primary airlines is quite good enough and reasonable. So we can select answer D rather than others. Let's also look at the answer E. Although all 10 airlines strive to keep their flights on schedule, overcrowded airports increased flights delay for all 10 airlines in January 1988 as compared with 1987. But it is really it does not really have a core impact, and we have more facts with answers D. So in this question we will choose option D. It's a medium questions, which is a range within within a 600 level questions in GMAT verbal sections. So another questions here is, um, let's see another questions where, um, uh, after observing the Earth weather patterns and the 11-year sports cycle of the sun for 36 years, scientists have found that high level of sun sports activity precedes shifts in wind patterns that affect the Earth's weather. One can conclude that meteorologists will be able to improve their weather forecast based on this information. So, which of the following, if true, most seriously weakens the argument above? So, this is the weakening questions under the critical reasoning. and it is also medium range questions, almost 600 marking questions. So let's look at the all five options and try to find out correct options. So according to questions, that first point is that high levels of sun sports activity, and second point is earth weather being affected due to that. So as per the argument, x first argument proceeds. So why? So this information will help to in improving the forecast. We need to weaken this argument. So let's look at the options. Weather forecasts are more detailed today than they were 36 years ago, and in this is the incorrect. At best, this strengthens the argument rather than weakening. So another question is, scientists can establish that sun sports activity directly affects the earth weather. Scientists can establish that sun sports activity directly affects the earth weather. It's also incorrect because it is totally out of scope. So let's see at question number option number C, where evidence other than sun sports activity has previously enabled meteorologists to forecast the weather conditions that are predictable on the basis of sun sport activity. We can see that these points give us weakening points that states that the information is already known through some other activity, and thus meteorologists will not able to improve their weather forecast. So this statement weakens our questions question. That must be a true right answer for us, but also go through these D and E. Let's see. Scientists have not determined why the sun sport activity on the sun flows an 11-year cycle. So it is totally irrelevant, and it has been established that predictable wind patterns allied predictable weather patterns. So it helps in strengthening the argument rather than weakening. So correct answer will be for this question will be C. And let's move to the another questions. uh, Third number question number 3. The the centrala, or type of wild museum wild mushroom, um, grows beneath host trees, such as dulgos fire, which provide such as dulgos fibers, which provide it with necessary sugars. The underground filaments of Xanthellase, which extracts the sugars in turn provide nutrients and water of their host. Because of this mutually beneficial relationship, harvesting the Xanthellars growing beneath the Douglas fire seriously endangered the tree. So this is the argument, and we have to find out which of the following, if true, casts the most doubt on the conclusion drawn above. So we have to find out the weakening options that will weaken the argument. So it is also the weakening question from critical reasoning, also range in medium level, around 600 to 650 range. So let's look at all the options we have. The number of wild mushrooms harvested has increased in recent years, so it's totally irrelevant for this argument. Another is antlers grow not only beneath Douglas fires but also beneath other host trees, so it also irrelevant. We don't care either other about other host tree and its other host tree. So Another question is that many types of wild mushrooms are found only in forest and cannot easily be grown elsewhere. So this option says that wild mushrooms are extremely difficult to grow, so we should not harvest them. This strengthens the argument rather than weakening, because we need here weakening argument. So let's cancel option number C also. And another option is that the harvesting of wild mushroom stimulates future growth of those mushrooms. So the passage says harvesting the chantless endangers the tree life, and this says harvesting wild mushroom stimulates more mushrooms, so harvesting is not a problem. So this somewhere this weakens the argument, so we have to choose option D. But let's go with option C also, and let's find out what is this. Uh, Young Douglas fire sending die without the nutrients and water provided by central filament, and this argument really strengthen the argument rather than weakening. So we have to select option D rather than others.